Guys, I need you to stop whatever you are doing right now because what just dropped on Instagram this Saturday afternoon is not a rumor, it is not a leak from some anonymous source inside the building. This is Brandon Aiyuk himself, shirt off, Washington Commanders draft cap on his head, official Commanders football in his hand, posting on his own Instagram story for the entire world to see, and then posting a second picture with a caption that says, "The jig is up." This man is still technically a San Francisco 49er. He is still on their roster, he is still under contract, and he just put on another team's gear and told the world exactly where he is going. I have been covering this franchise for a long time. I have seen players come here and disappear after one season. I have heard for years that players don't want to be in Washington, that agents have to be overpaid just to get a meeting, that this organization was the last place anybody wanted to land. But what Brandon Aiyuk is doing right now, I have never seen anything like this in my life. Not once. Not from a single player in the history of this franchise. And I need you to understand, this is not just an Instagram post. This is a carefully executed, step-by-step, public campaign that this man is running entirely from his own phone. And it is working. So let me walk you through exactly what has happened, because this did not start today. This has been building for weeks, and every single move has been intentional. It started on June 1st. Brandon Aiyuk goes on Instagram and unfollows everybody. Every teammate, every friend, every brand, every connection he has ever had on that platform. Gone. And then he rebuilds his following list from scratch with exactly 5 accounts. His wife, the Washington Commanders, Jaden Daniels, Adidas, and his own brand. 5 accounts. Not a single 49ers player, not a single San Francisco connection, just those 5. And if that alone didn't tell you everything you needed to know about where his head is at, I don't know what would. Then, the arrest warrant situation drops. He posted a video of himself hitting over 100 miles per hour on public roads near Levi Stadium, a misdemeanor speeding charge. He apologized and then posted himself at a racetrack the very next day. Look, the off-field decisions are what they are. I am not here to defend every move the man makes outside of football. But what came after that is where things got really interesting. Because right when that story was dominating the news cycle, the 49ers canceled their mandatory minicamp, and Kyle Shanahan came out and said they had 100% participation at OTAs. 100%. But here's the thing. Nobody saw Brandon Aiyuk at those OTAs. Not one reporter, not one camera, not one single update from anyone inside that building about Aiyuk being present. So either somebody is being less than honest with the media, or the 49ers are counting a player who was not actually there. Either way, something is not adding up on that side of the country, and Aiyuk knows it, which is exactly why he responded the way he did today. Now, let me talk about what this post actually means, because I think there are layers here that people are missing. First thing I noticed when I looked at that picture, he is in shape. He looks lean. He looks chiseled. He looks like a man who has been working. Because think about what comes next. The moment the 49ers release him, and they will release him, I fully expect Brandon Aiyuk to drop a full training video. Routes with Jaden, sprint work, jump cuts, everything. A complete visual statement that tells every team in this league, I am healthy, I am ready, and I am coming. Today's post was the teaser trailer. The full film is coming soon. And now, let me talk about the fit, because this is the part that makes complete sense when you look at all the pieces together. Adam Peters, one of the people who was in the room when Aiyuk got drafted, is now the general manager of the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels, Aiyuk's best friend since their Arizona State days, is the starting quarterback of this offense. Rachaad White is already here. This is the most comfortable landing spot Brandon Aiyuk could possibly find in the entire NFL. And he knows it. He's known it for months. That is why every single move he has made this offseason has been pointing directly at Washington. Now, I have to be real with you, because I've had doubts about this situation, real doubts. The ACL and MCL he tore in October 2024, the fact that he hasn't played live football in nearly 2 years, the silence this offseason where nobody in the league could even get in contact with him, those are legitimate concerns, and I'm not going to pretend they're not. The knee situation needs to be
fully evaluated by Washington's medical staff before anything else happens, because knees are not something you play around with. Look at what Malik Neighbors is going through right now, still hobbling around in June with training camp right around the corner. That's the reality of serious knee injuries in this league. But here's where I land on all of it. The 49ers right now are just trying to win the public side of this divorce. They're digging in, holding on, making him feel it because they want to look like they have the power in this situation. But the reality is simple. Nobody in the league is trading significant assets for Brandon Aiyuk given everything attached to his situation right now. The Patriots wanted picks for him, the Steelers wanted picks for him, nobody pulled the trigger, and Washington has been the destination this entire time. If it takes a late day 3 pick in 2028 to end this thing and get him to Ashburn before training camp, you make that call without hesitation and you move on. Because here's my bottom line. Brandon Aiyuk does not have a criminal record. He has never been suspended. He has never been a bad teammate. He has never said a negative word publicly about a single player he has played alongside. The San Francisco situation fell apart because of a power struggle between the front office and a coordinator, not because of who Brandon Aiyuk is as a person or as a football player. And this man has spent his entire offseason telling you, showing you, proving to you that he wants to be a Washington Commander more than he has ever wanted anything in his football career. The jig is up. He said it himself, and I believe him. Bring him home, and let's see what this offense actually looks like when Jaden Daniels has his best friend running routes on the outside. Hail to the Commanders.